Hold up. Are you still treating ChatGPT like a glorified search bar and wondering why your blog posts read like a toddler wrote them? Well, get ready because today I'm dropping 6 powerful LLMs and the exact prompt system to make your secret business weapon. No more robot speak, just you in every line. You think one AI is enough? It's 2025. There's an entire ecosystem out there, and I'm about ready to show you how to unlock them all. So let's dive in. I'm Sondra Verva, and welcome to Simplify and Amplify Your Business with AI. Whether you're in network marketing, direct sales, or any online business, by the end of this video, you'll know which LLM to call on for every task, how to sidestep embarrassing AI hallucinations, and the 4-step prompt method that transforms bland AI text into your brand voice. Ready? So first off, LLM stands for Large Language Model. Think of them as super smart librarians who've ingested the entire internet. They don't think like humans. They predict what word comes next based on millions of examples. Here's the catch. Not all LLMs are created equal. ChatGPT, your go-to creative wizard, Claude, the philosophical monk, Perplexity, the research sidekick, Gemini, Google's polished polymath, Grok, their sarcastic smart aleck, and Copilot, Microsoft's in-app pro assistant. So, which one's your perfect AI assistant? Hold that thought. Let's start with ChatGPT, OpenAI's flagship conversational model. Brainstorming, storytelling, drafting, basic image generation, perfect for social media captions, blog intros, and email copy. With custom instructions and memory turned on, it remembers your preferences and even creates images on demand. Let's show you a little bit about what ChatGPT can do for you. For example, we want to make a post on our Facebook. I'm going to paste that you're a social media content creator. Write a Facebook caption for non-customers that would attract people interested in better sleep options, showcasing Serenity Essential Oil and Serenity Sleep Soft Gels. Make it friendly, engaging, and include a clear call to action. Ask me if anything is unclear. And boom, look at how quickly ChatGPT returns a caption. Now, we can go ahead and make an image as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this prompt here. Create an image of a woman sleeping soundly with her diffuser on her nightstand and doTERRA Serenity products next to her. What we're going to do is we're going to grab the Serenity products, which you can upload if you have it, or you can get it off the internet and simply paste it. I'm saying create an image. And let's go. But we're going to come back and see what this looks like. And there it is. It even has the doTERRA on the diffuser. Now this isn't a doTERRA diffuser, but it works when you want to just have a quick image. And it doesn't always get the spelling right. Put this into Canva and change the text on the bottles very quickly, very easily. And then there's Claude. That's Anthropic's ethically tuned LLM. Thoughtful language, low hallucination risk, and a natural at long-form content. Feed it PDFs, URLs, and it produces clear bullet point summaries for documents, FAQs, or research briefs. What I'm going to have Claude do, maybe I want to break this FSA, HSA, frequently asked questions down into something that is easy for my customers to understand. So I can take this prompt right here, go ahead and put it inside a Claude, and I can literally put the link to it inside of that instead of copying and pasting that whole page. And it's going to go back and it's going to rewrite this. And off to the side it goes. And I can literally take this, I can change it up a little bit, do whatever I want to, copy it, go into that social media post or in that group, whatever I wanted to do that in, and boom, it's done. That's how simple it is to use Claude. So Definitely give Claude a try. Perplexity, and that's your curious research sidekick. So imagine Google search got a master's degree and decided to show its work. That's Perplexity. So it's a research first AI that blends LLM answers with real-time web results. And it always cites the sources, so it's always digging for the truth. So this is great when you really want to get all the details of where these are coming from. But you can use it for so many things. We're going to go inside of Perplexity right here. And I'm just going to say, find me the best Italian restaurants in Palm Beach County, Florida. And what it's going to do, it's searching all through everything that's been posted about Italian restaurants. But it's like, you notice it's showing Yelp, it's showing TripAdvisor, and it's going to find you the best places, and you don't have to go read all of that information. Okay, that is pretty incredible, right? And it's still adding up more sources right here. I could go into each one of these sources and I can read them if I want to. But how awesome is that if you're going on a trip and you want to find something on a trip that you have no idea about that location? This is a great resource tool for Perplexity. I'm going to show you one more thing that I did with Perplexity as well. And I simply wanted to give it a prompt asking about the latest clinical studies from the past 12 months on lavender essential oil and sleep quality. Include the citations and links. And it's going to go to work and it's going to give you all of that information. And you can literally click on each one and see where it comes from. So use this for personal use, use it for work. It's a tool that I think everybody needs to have. Let's move on to Gemini, of it, the polished polymath. Gemini is a Google product, and it lives inside your Gmail, your Google Docs, your calendar, your Chrome browser. You can use it inside spreadsheets, inside documents. It can do so much. And it is also amazing at doing deep research. Gemini is also free. My first prompt that I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you deep research is one of the best things that I use Gemini for. What are the top 5 questions people are asking online in the last 6 months about starting a side hustle or online business from home? Summarize key themes from Reddit, Quora, Google Trends, include common fears, motivators, and language patterns. And you know what happens when you don't actually click the deep research button? It doesn't do it. So let's start it over again, and all of a sudden you're going to get deep research. And it's going to take a moment. It's going to ask to verify what it is that you are asking it to do. So I'm going to go ahead, hit start research. This is going to take some time. So we're going to come back to this one, and then we're going to do a follow-up question. And we are going to move to Grok while that Gemini is thinking. Grok is part of X, old Twitter. Okay. And I love how it's ChatGPT said that Grok is the smart aleck. If an AI read Twitter for breakfast and replied with a smirk, it would be Grok. This is the most opinionated of the LLMs, designed to be edgy, sarcastic, and deeply connected to real-time conversations on X. So this is actually kind of fun. I don't use Grok personally, where some people, they might live on Twitter and they absolutely love it. So just to give it a prompt, we're going to go inside of Grok and give me a witty and sarcastic one-liner about people overcomplicating sleep routines suitable for a tweet with a meme. And it says, when your sleep routine involves a 12-step skincare regimen, white noise machine, and moonlit gratitude journal, but you still wake up looking like like you wrestled a bear. So you see, it's edgy, it's fun. And I'm going to say, create an image that depicts this caption. And it's going to go ahead and it's going to give me a couple different images. And there you have it. It's edgy. It's something fun if you like to try Grok, and it might be your style. Let's go check back on our Gemini. Okay, it is done. So it will give you some pretty good, deep But what I wanted to do as a follow-up, based on those themes, write 3 hooks, ideas for reels or posts, 2 subject lines for email opt-ins, and a list of 5 words or phrases that should show up in content to match how my audience speaks and thinks. So you can do detailed prompt stacking to get an idea like what are the details of this deep research and how can I use it to help better me in my business. And we are going to move on to Copilot. And Copilot is a Microsoft LLM. It lives inside Microsoft 365. I could go to it individually on my computer and chat with it, and it's going to look like ChatGPT and ask it questions. But what's really interesting too is that you can go right inside of your, say you use Gmail, right? And I'm going to show you how you can easily craft. I had already said I wanted to write an email. Do you notice as soon as I click in here, it says help me write with AI? And then I can click down here and I'm going to paste in. Can you help me write an email as a follow-up to a booth that I met them at and they gave me their phone number and just hit create. And it's going to write it for you. And you can change it up however you want to. I'm pretty impressed that you can do this. Now, something else you can do with it is when I go into my Copilot, I can actually do this in Gemini. I can do it in ChatGPT, but I've used Copilot and said I want a series of emails of 4 emails for follow-up with this type from people that I met at a booth. So it's just an example of what you can do with it. It's pretty impressive. You might be wondering where on earth you might want to start, and I would just suggest starting with ChatGPT. And if you want to do some research, use Perplexity. They're both very easy to use. And I did include a tutorial, ChatGPT for beginners, if you want to check that out as well. I did a 2025 LLM comparison, what they're best for, why you could use it, what are some of the cons and limitations, the deep research access, because you can do deep research in ChatGPT. They're only going to let you have 5 on the free ChatGPT. Whereas if you're inside of, and I see 5 per month in ChatGPT, but inside Perplexity, you get 5 per day, but you get unlimited in the. And so it gives you an idea of which ones do image generations, what you get inside the free version, and what the upgrade cost is, and what you get. So this will be a nice one for you guys to check out later on when you're trying to make decisions, to have something to look at, because that is what I would always forget when I was learning. When do I use which one? And you may gravitate to just a couple of them and use them regularly. And if you want a copy of the LLM model comparison that I put together so you never forget which one to use for each task, comment LLM in the comments below. All right, this is where the magic happens. Your secret sauce for unlocking truly next level AI output. Have you ever asked simple one-line questions only to get bland, simple responses from your AI? Or spent way too much time getting your responses just right because the tone was inconsistent or the facts were off? When you use this 4-step prompt blueprint every single time, you're going to get laser-focused responses, faster turnaround, and reduced hallucinations. Here's how it works. Just tell it who you want it to be, like a social media expert who specializes in writing captions on Facebook. Then you want to give it context and some background information. Tell it what you're working on, what platform you're going to be on, what you want the tone to be like, and the goal that you want the outcome to be. And then ask a clear question. And then don't forget to end with clarity by asking, if anything is unclear, ask me. This just invites follow-up questions from the AI so it won't make assumptions, which will cut down on errors and hallucinations. So you might be wondering, what's a hallucination? Sometimes AI does hallucinate. Your bot can confidently fabricate answers. So how can you stop that from happening? Simply just ask for the sources. Always end your prompt with include citations and break complex tasks into smaller sequential prompts. That is a really big one. Sometimes people include way too much in their prompt and you just need to do it in a 2 or 3 step prompt. The more information you can give it, the less it has to guess. Stop playing catch up with basic prompts. Choose one new LLM today and run that four-step method. Then drop a comment. Which AI model blew your mind? And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss a beat. And if you want to take custom branding your ChatGPT with your personal brand voice, with my secret no one is talking about, check out my next video. Stay curious and continue learning how to use AI to simplify and amplify your business with your magnetic brand.